There we go. Welcome, guys. We're just about 3/4 of the way into the hour of our flight from Lanseria over to the Kruger National Park. Got a little bit of rain in the area today. A few thunderstorms here and there. Luckily, we've avoided most of the really bad weather. Now it's just the visibility that's a little bit low. But other than that, smooth flight thus far. Also, our first flight on the new sim using Sim Toolkit Pro. And so far, so good. Weather seems to be clearing up slightly up ahead. Go ahead and open up our Navigraph. Gotta go over here. So we're just about to get to our next waypoint here, which is Exobi. And then once we get onto Exobi, we'll follow along the airway Upper Tango 122, make our way to SVEF, and then we're pretty much just on our final leg to the Kruger Park. Finally get to see some of the scenery down below. We are also testing out the autopilot for the first time in the Cessna 172. See how the autopilot systems have been improved, because the last time I remember flying them when the new simulator just got launched, they were pretty crap. I've also never actually done this flight in the new simulator, so I'm quite excited to see what the Kruger National default scenery looks like in the sim. Of course, Kruger National Park, very famous amongst animal lovers. Got some big game that you can scope. Got the big five in the park: lion, buffalo, elephant, leopard, and rhino. I don't know if we'd be able to see some of the animals today. If Asobo actually put some wildlife in this region. Typical weather for this part of the country. Always have a few afternoon thunder showers going about. Actually missed those, seeing as I don't live in South Africa anymore. Although I do still have family in the country. And just as we thought we are leaving some of the bad weather behind, seems like we're picking up some rain again. And I must say, I'm not quite sure what these patches are in the sim. Ever so often I see some of these patches. Might be some of the add-ons that I've recently downloaded, I'm not too sure. Just looks rather strange. Looks like there's a little bit of sunlight coming through the clouds over there. Just about an hour into the flight and another, what is it, about 54 minutes to go. So we're just about halfway now. Excuse me. Got plenty of fuel on board today. Burning about 8 gallons an hour. Cruising along with a ground speed of 116. Indicating, however, only about 90. About 95. Must say, so far I'm impressed with the autopilot. Seems to be holding course pretty steadily. It's holding the altitude without oscillating too often or too much. Let's go and have a look what interesting facts we can find about the Kruger National Park. What does Google know? Well, let's see what Wikipedia says. Kruger National Park is a South African national park and one of the largest game reserves in Africa. It covers an area of 19,485 square kilometers. For those of you who'd like to know what it's in square miles, that's 7,523 square miles. In the provinces of Limpopo and Mpumalanga in the northeastern South Africa. And it extends 360 kilometers or 220 miles from the north to the south and 65 kilometers or 40 miles from east to west. The administrative headquarters are in Skukuza. Areas of the park were first protected by the government of the South African Republic in 1898, and it became South Africa's first national park in 1926. Almost 1.7 million day visitors and just over 380,000 overnight visitors in 2014-15. To the west and south of the Kruger National Park are the two South African provinces of Limpopo and Mpumalanga, respectively. To the north is Zimbabwe and to the east is Mozambique. It is now part of the Great Limpopo Transfrontier Park, a peace park that links the Kruger National Park with the Gonarezo National Park in Zimbabwe and with the Limpopo National Park in Mozambique. The park is part of the Kruger to Canyons Biosphere, an area designated by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization as an international man and biosphere reserve. The park has 9 main gates allowing entrance to different camps. Let's read a little bit about the climate in the area. The climate of the Kruger National Park and the Lowveld is subtropical or tropical, specifically a hot, semi-arid climate. Summer days are humid and hot. The rainy season is from September until May, which pretty much explains why we're having rain on our route today. The Kruger National Park's website lists September and October as the driest periods, culminating in the beginning of the rainy season late in October. Because the park spans 360 kilometers from north to south, the climate can vary throughout the park. Okay, makes sense, seeing as it's covering a pretty broad area. Pretty interesting. Got some showers straight up ahead. Hopefully nothing too serious. Let's go and see who's on Discord.
Hello.
Hello.
He's
Already
done
done.
one and he's gonna do another one at 1600. I think. Well, yes, 16 Zudu.
Let me take a coffee. I'm not in front of computer, but I'm watching your landing, sir.
Okay.
There we go. Torsten, what are you flying? You flying the Zebo? Earth to Torsten.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Are you flying the Zebo?
No, I'm flying an A321.
The Tolus.
Yes, that's correct.
So are there
Daniel.
any other people around that have dipped their toes into Microsoft Flight Simulator, or are we all still just on X-Plane on this side of the world?
Well, Anthony has FS 2020 and a couple of people have it, but nobody really flies it because it doesn't work properly. The simulation level of the aircraft is mediocre, apparently.
Yeah, I don't use it for the tube liners. Just more so for small little GA aircraft. That's fun. It's just me or my seeing a rainbow. Oh no, there's definitely a double rainbow. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's your double rainbow. 1 and 2, just on the tip of the nose.
Normally the thing to do would have been to enter the hold and then go down. But I think we're gonna make it down in time.
HK1000 climb and maintain 8,000 feet.
Gonna fly through the European Grand Canyon.
Climb and maintain 8,000 feet. CSL HK1000.
Sorry, Justin, you were saying you're going to be flying through the Grand Canyon now?
Yes, the European Grand Canyon.
Okay, so let me just have a look here. I'm going to disengage this autopilot.
Gonna be flying right through this valley.
That didn't handle that transition to 8,000 feet quite well. Just manually climb it out.
Look there. Can you see that?
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm not quite sure what just happened there.
Dangerous.
Okay, so let's have a look at a chart. Where are we climbing out? Just keep an eye on that airspeed. We'll go back onto nav mode. Okay, so let's have a look here at our chart. So coming up on SVEF, we're going to be making a left turn on that final leg. Fly and make our way over.
Set now. And
to PK. ILSD.
wow, approach mode has been activated automatically.
But we could be doing a straight in actually. There's no need for us to. Yeah, this is a straight in. Okay, that's lovely. So 109.1. is our frequency, and our course is 54. We'll go ahead and dial that in. One oh nine point one. And our course I'm just going to dial that into nav 2 here. Let's do that on nav 2. 109.1. It's a course heading of 05 to 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still got the double rainbow going, and as I mentioned that, we get a nice flash of lightning blinding myself. I don't know about you guys, but that was pretty blinding.
Wow, this aircraft is having a hard time trying to slow down now.
You know, I'm flying a little Cessna, and the weather doesn't seem to be very favorable for flying a Cessna today on this route that I'm flying. But several thunder showers in the area.
Look, I'm not losing speed. Let's see if I can get flaps 2 out without breaking anything.
Are you having trouble slowing down the aircraft?
Yeah.
Jordan was also doing a flight in one of the Airbuses in X-Plane earlier today, and he was also struggling. Both him and George actually were struggling to slow down the Airbus.
Well, normally it works fine. It is working now. But that was somewhat steep. Full flaps. I think maybe better auto brakes medium.
Oh, this interior looks actually really nice. Didn't notice that it had a different interior. Pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I would feel too comfortable flying in this kind of weather in real life.
It says
probably-
water, sir.
If it says so, then it is butter.
Good landing. Thorsten, I got to go, sir. Today is Sunday, you know. I need to make some preparation for tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm sorry my airplane crashed. I couldn't accompany you during this flight.
No problem.
But I wanted to wait at the end of your flight, sir. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for watching.
See you, sir.
Bye-bye,
See you
Afghan.
See you later.
It's getting a little windy up here. Autopilot's still doing a rather good job in maintaining our altitude. Not quite sure why ATC cleared us up 1,000 feet higher than what we filed. Looks like pretty heavy showers right up ahead. Eek! Better strap in, turn on those seat belts, because it's about to get bumpy, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we've just got slightly more than 1 hour on the hops. So brand new aircraft. First real flight that I've done in the bird.
Oh, that guy wasn't even reacting. Why is he not waving me in?
Yeah, we're slowly but surely making our way over to our destination. We're now on the business end of our flight. Pretty soon we're going to be turning left, making our way straight inbound to the Kruger Park. And as to be expected this time of the year, according to Wikipedia, we've just entered the rainy season. And if you ask me, it's pretty rainy. I don't know, that's just my lucky guess. That was a pretty nasty flash again off to the left. So I wonder if there's a way, there probably is, but I haven't seen or looked it up yet. Trying to figure out how to add some photoreal scenery into the sim, because this doesn't quite look like it is photoreal scenery. Yeah, this just looks like it's some kind of generic scenery. Whoa, that was a crazy flash. I wonder if there's a way to switch that off or turn that down. That didn't look quite realistic at all. Okay, so we've got the procedure or the approach loaded. So once we get to tiller, we'll go ahead and activate our vectors to final, seeing as this is going to be
backtracking, and there's an aircraft coming
pretty
in.
much a straight in. What are you flying on, VATSIM or Iveo, Torsten?
Iveo. Oh, and it looks like something big as well. Yeah, Boeing 77L Heavy. I think he's doing a go-around. No, he's not.
Yeah, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and activate our approach. Go ahead and select it again. Oh, this doesn't seem quite right. There we go. Starting to intercept that localizer now. There we go. And again, the autopilot doesn't really like changing altitude. I've just picked up now with the descent. It's pretty erratic when it's pushed the nose over.
CSOHK1000, contact approach on 119.2. Going to 119.2 ZSOHK1000. Approach CSOHK1000 is at 7,300 feet, climbing 8,000 feet.
No, I'm not climbing 8,000 feet.
CSOHK1000 approach, continue to Papa Kilo as planned. Altimeter 29.78. VSOHK1000, you are 800 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 8,000 feet altimeter to
I'm just gonna ignore. I'm just gonna ignore. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore it. Because at 10 nautical miles out, I need to be at 5,800. I'm actually gonna disengage the autopilot here. And manually.
VSOHK1000, acknowledge last transmission.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that. Because I see what this flight plan wants to do. It wants to take me all the way into inbound to the VOR and then make a downwind
VSOHK1000, acknowledge last transmission.
leg. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna fly straight in. Actually see the runway straight up ahead. Right there.
VSOHK1000, acknowledge last transmission. VSOHK1000, IFR flight plan is cancelled. Radar service terminated.
Thank you very much.
7000. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved.
Does it seem to want to give me activate vectors to final option? Strange. Well, there's 5,800, so I'll just try and level off here. Get us back on that localizer. And fly this altitude until we intercept the glide slope. Or capture the glide slope. Okay, while we were busy playing around on our GNS, we flew straight through the glide slope and veered off track. So we'll just get ourselves back on track and descend back towards that glide slope. Okay, at this point we're just going to slow it down so we can get our flaps going from the aircraft to bleed off a little bit of that airspeed. There's the white arc, first degree of flaps. It's a little bumpy. Looking good. Nice rate of descent. Our speed is looking good. We've got our second notch of flaps out, and as we get to the threshold or 100 feet above, we'll put our final flaps and touch it down ever so gently. Needles are centered. Our landing lights are on. Speeds are looking good. Flaps full. add a little bit of power as we get closer to the numbers. Power off. Flare. Seems to be somebody on the runway. Pretty sure he shouldn't be there. Flaps. Turn off the landing lights, turn on the taxi lights, transponder set to standby. There we go, guys. Welcome to the Kruger Park. We made it in one piece. It was pretty hectic with all of the thunderstorms. Not that turbulent as one would have expected. I don't know if that's got something to do with the flight modeling and flight simulator. But we made it safe and sound, and we'll just go ahead and find ourselves a place to park the aircraft. Say we look for a spot next to that barren. Or maybe right there. Why not? Okay. Park vehicle on. Throttle to idle. Turn off the avionics. Strobes can come off. Taxi lights off. Beacon off. Battery switches off. There we go. So we made it. Whoa. Not the ideal weather to be flying in a small little Cessna. But we made it, like I said. Anyways, thanks for joining. That's going to be me for the Sunday. I'll see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.